we might have just got our first illuminated weapon here in Modern Warfare 2. There was a brand new update adding 2 new bundles today. This one, which is kind of basic and we're not going to talk about it, but if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there is now a Synthwave Bundle. And with this, I've seen a screenshot of one of the weapons and it actually looks like it glows. So the first item you're going to get is for the Signal 50, and it is very bright, very vibrant. We're going to have to check that out in game, see how it looks with camos. Then we get the Electrowave for the Lachmann, and that looks really sick. And this is the one that might actually glow once we get it in game. We then have the Ride the Wave car, which is kind of basic, a sweet mix charm, a sticker here, and then we've got this emblem. Let's go ahead and purchase it. And if you guys want to keep up to date with any bundle reviews here on Modern Warfare 2, every time they add a cool new bundle, we're going to check it out and see what it looks like with camos. First, let's check out the blueprints we get in this bundle. The first one being for the Signal 50 sniper rifle, and this is spec'd for quick draw, meaning it's going to be good for precision sight picture, aim down sight speed, and aim walking speed. This is the barrel it has, the underbarrel, the optic, the stock, and the rear grip. Now let's see what happens if we start taking attachments off of this weapon. And actually, when it comes to the Signal 50, it looks like this maintains most of the way that it looks normally, and it didn't change it a ton. Now for the second weapon, this one we've got the Lachmann-762, and this is the battle rifle version of the Lachmann. Once again, tuned for quick draw. And then these are the attachments. It's got this barrel, this optic, this stock, this rear grip, and this magazine. Now let's go ahead and start taking off the attachments for this one. And one thing I've realized is we actually have to back out and go back in for it to update. And so this is how it's going to look. Unfortunately, with the Lachmann, which is the cooler of the two blueprints, it kind of gets ruined if you take off those attachments we just talked about. Here's what the blueprints look like in game. The Signal 50 is really sick. You can see the charm on there, the sticker as well. This is definitely the best Signal 50 blueprint. It's also, you know, the only Signal 50 blueprint. Then we have the Lachmann, which is definitely the more interesting of the two. And unfortunately, it crashed. Oh, no, there we go. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's gonna glow, which I don't know. I really thought the image I saw online made it look like it glowed, but if we take it in a darker, actually, no, it's just got some really bright, vibrant colors on it. But no, it definitely doesn't glow. It's the best blueprint for this weapon as well. Once again, it's the only one, but this is one of the better blueprints we've seen in the game so far. When it comes to the mastery camos, at least for the Signal 50, you can't even tell it's a blueprint besides a few little stickers on the side of it. Then if we look at the Lachmann, you can actually see some of the synthwave stuff underneath it, but it really gets covered up by gold. You can see it a little bit more on the platinum camo, but once again, you're not going to see much of the actual blueprint with these camos. Polyatomic actually makes it a little bit more clear, but still not super noticeable. Orion's pretty much the exact same. Okay, I might have to give this dub to base camos once again. All of the solid color camos look really good with blueprints, and this is by far the most noticeable, but I still think the best way to run this blueprints is with no camos at all. All right, now let's see how well this pro tuning works on these weapons. So this is the Signal 50, which has been tuned for ADS speed, and okay, it's definitely ADSing pretty nice and snappy. Okay, there we go. Oh, hitmarker. Okay, I do not like an ACOG sight on this, but that you could obviously change. You can change the pro tuning. Overall, the Signal 50's all right. This is probably not the build I would recommend for it, because mainly just the scope. I would change the scope on it 100%. Boop, boop. Ooh, there we go. All right, maybe I was hating on the scope a little bit too much. Okay, now let's test the pro tuning on the Lachmann battle rifle here. Okay. Got him. There we go. Oh my God, shield. This build definitely does have a pretty decent oh my God, the shield, dude. It has a pretty decent ADS speed, which is what it said it was going to be spec'd for. So it doesn't disappoint in that regard. This isn't, okay, actually, you know, I was about to say this isn't my favorite weapon in the game, but then it performs. Okay, it's definitely a very solid build. Would I recommend buying these bundles just for the pro tuning? No, not really. You could just as easily look up a build online. The only advantage this is going to have is obviously it's already made for you. There's no effort involved. And on top of that, you don't got to unlock any of the attachments. As for the way the skin looks itself, I really like the way the Lachmann looks. This is one of the better looking blueprints in the game. Unfortunately, the camos on it aren't amazing, so you're going to be running it the default way. The Signal was all right overall. Hopefully we get some more ridiculous blueprints in the future. Hopefully maybe some glowing ones in the near future. But if you guys want to keep fully up to date with any bundles, make sure to sub the channel. If I had to rank this bundle, I'll probably give it, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you left like or comment, appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!